in your car.
And they know
he said, yeah, I'm here at my mom and dad's and I'm buying stuff that they need for the house. So he said, yeah, that's me.
That's good. I like that when they do that. That way you know somebody's not, trying to access your account.
Yeah.
But I was telling Gina, well, shit, I've gotten 2 calls saying that this and this and that, and they want to verify my account, my social. I'm like, no.
It's a scam because Bobby's got 3 of them already.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And Gina, she said, I had the FBI show up on me. I'm like, what? Like saying, are you Regina Moore? And I'm like, this and this and that. She goes, well, I was. I just got married 2 weeks ago.
I'm not taking a picture. I'm videoing.
Oh, he's videoing.
Here, I'm in my pajamas.
Is that pajamas?
I gotta put you on YouTube so I can make millions.
No.
You're gonna be the new Edith and Archie Bunker.
Edith? Is that her name? I remember watching that back in the day.
Dad, why you got Halloween colors on?
Because I like him in orange. T-shirt.
He's ahead of his time. Oh, wait a minute. Halloween just passed. He's ready for Thanksgiving, I guess. Hey, that's still fall colors.
As long as I look good.
That's fall colors. You
You gotta get your Christmas gown ready.
Look at all those
Christmas
leaves changing. Look, Bella was so happy to see me when she came in. And now she's lying down. Look.
She just wanted to laugh on there and say, well, look, she had me sitting in that chair where you're at, Rachel, and she had a blanket, and she made me look real big. Lay back in the chair, and she had me like this. Up over here, it made me look real big. Why did she lay back? Made this blanket.
Oh, because it was a
she was showing,
Santa outfit.
She was showing,
it was a blanket, but it made her look like she was 400 pounds.
It was Ray's, or not Ray, Kyle's mom. She said, yeah, my mom's real big. She told her that. And then when she see me, she said, Gina, your mom ain't big. She's not that. And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, she showed me a picture of you. And it was that, and she showed me that picture where she made me look real big with that blanket that I was big. Didn't you? She knows she did. Look at her laughing. She's just one of them. I was say, I'm not cold. That's how she did me that way. Made me look real big. Put my shoulders way out like this. So I looked real big.
You was in here. What, did she come out here and go like this? Make you look big or what?
I didn't know what she's doing. And then she told later,
she was prepping.
like I said,
she was prepping.
She happened to meet me over there at Gina's. She said, well, Gina, your mom ain't no big thing, because... She said, I was looking for... She said, she had a picture. Look. I said, yeah, I know. I told her the same thing. It looked like I looked real big.
Making me out to look bad. Oh, shit. Gina. Stop recording. Oh, my Lord.
I'm going to put them on YouTube.
Well,
oh,
then,
gosh.
Then another time I was outside, I had all kinds of coats on me because it was cold.
Don't be putting it on.
And I had... Oh, I know.
She wanted to get likes so she can get rich. I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
I had
All
these
the
bib
likes.
overalls.
But it's got to be funny.
I had bib overalls and a nightgown underneath it because I just put that bib on.
You must have looked like a hobo out there.
I looked awful. And she put it on Facebook. And I was mad. I kept saying, don't. And I thought, hell with it.
That's what she's doing now.
I know it.
Well, you know what? The way we're talking and stuff, she's going to put it there and we might get... I'll say, look at these people.
They're poor.
Or no, but they're gonna say they're talking about this, and they're gonna give us like.
Your dad's got his hair all spread out. That's how he looked when he walked down the street. He looked like Bedhead. Just got up out of bed. He didn't have his socks and shoes on. The cops was bringing him home.
No way.
A couple years ago.
Oh, that was years ago. I thought you meant recently. I'm like, what?
He was out hitchhiking.
I was like, what the heck?
I said, I was all upset, crying. I said, well, Gina's at work. So I called little Bob. I said, do you got your dad? Did you take any breakfast or something? I thought maybe because we'd just come home. They thought, well, we're going to breakfast. Let Mom sleep.
Like,
let Mom sleep, and they took off. Or Charlie come and got him. But neither one they hadn't even seen him. And they was shooting out here that night before. And I thought, well, maybe he went out there to bitch at him and went over there. I said, Ben, I hope he didn't forget about that pond being over there. That's what scared me to death. I thought, well, here's his shoes. What'd he go in? I couldn't figure out what he was wearing. Well, when he come back, he had sweats on,
And these
military sweats.
socks. And these socks.
You had the military sweatsuit. It was heavy, and he had just a white shirt. It was a cotton long sleeve shirt. It wasn't hot, cold yet. It was getting, the night was getting a little nippy, but not that night. But he didn't have his cane or nothing, and they found him down there at First Road outside of Monrovia, which is.
But it's a good thing somebody called it in or something saying, look, there's a man wondering. Because guess what? The other day in the news, there was an alert that somebody left from the house and they said he had Alzheimer's. Goes, can you please, somebody sees him, because he left the house without telling nobody nothing.
Well,
He could be lost.
Eddie's aunt said she thought he was just an old drunk. She goes bumming around, she gets out and goes early to her stores and everything. He said Aunt Betty, can't wait for daylight, and she jumps out there and goes, does her thing she's got to do, store or whatever, and said she's seen Bobby. He didn't tell us until later, or she said it. She's seen somebody walking, and it was him probably, and she thought he was old drunk or something. She must have called the police, and that's when they come and picked him up. She said he looked disoriented, like something was wrong with him, but she didn't know. So that's when he was asking Bobby, what are you doing, Bub? What's going on? And Bobby said, oh, I'm trying to get home. And he seen him without his shoes and shit.
Yeah.
And luckily he had them thick socks on, or he could have,
Was it
hit
cold?
glass or something.
Yeah,
What if he got glass? He was on
was it
Warfarin.
like fall or winter? Or
It wasn't fall yet. It was just kind of in between, right before, about
maybe
in August.
October?
It was,
Oh,
well,
August, September.
I tell you what, they start having the car races because they go with Daytona first. When the car races start again, they start in Daytona, and that's where they were at that night. And they had rained out, so they started going to the fights, watching the fights instead of the races. There at the track. And that's what we were watching that night. And he was laying here, and he said, I'm going to the bathroom. And I said, well, I'm going to run in there and fold clothes while you're doing that. Well, I must have went out there and fell asleep. And then Bella, she woke me up about 4. And I said, oh, go back to bed. And I didn't check on Bobby. I went back to sleep. I was just so tired. Because Friday nights I get up with
You
doors
walked
at
out the
7.
door.
And, it didn't have an alarm on anyway. So he walked out this door, I think. Because he said he thinks he went down that way. He don't even know. And somebody picked him up, and he said, I don't have any money to call my wife or nobody. So they give him a couple, $3. And then they must have dropped him off in Monrovia, because they didn't know where he lived.
And he pissed his pants.
Wow. Well,
So when the cop brought him here, he was asking Bobby, he said,
you didn't have no ID, no nothing, right? Because you just left like that?
yeah.
Need
Yeah,
to
he just had
need to
sweatpants
put a-
on her.
bracelet on him.
Well, I did after that.
If found, please call or return him to.
Yeah, I did put his name and his address on his
Yeah,
wrist.
if found, please,
It
call
was a
this
diabetic
number.
wristband.
Yeah, they do those. I thought about putting one on.
That or a
Yeah.
ankle bracelet.
Well, one time Betty was driving around and she said she got disoriented. Luckily, David was in the car and
So
she
the
said,
info inside the
she
back
said,
of
where
your
the hell we going?
clothes.
And she said, I'm wanting to go home. He said, Grandma, you're over here at Speedway. You're not even going home. And she said, what? And he said, no, you're not going home. She took the wrong direction home,
wrong turn, yeah.
Was going out kind of north instead of south.